We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on two separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're sixes.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on that 14-yard
line. If you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage. And that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Saunders. On second down, here's Pierce. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. First down, they go right back to Pierce, down to about the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. First and 10, it's Pierce. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Ross now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. On 2nd down, Milner. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Off the play fake, Ross. And this one is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
2nd and 9 now. Throws right side, and that's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Pierce now up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Ross. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Ross from the gun on third down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Cowboys at 10-2 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a throw right sideline is complete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Back to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
It's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Up the middle they go. Milner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On second down now, Milner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw is Ross. To throw on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower. Because he's got to get more distance, that means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, Saunders. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he stopped immediately there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Ross. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Now the try here for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Pierce will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Able to avoid him at the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Ross. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best moment.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ross. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Ross. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ross. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ross. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Gregory Rousseau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Milner, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Ross. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A good pickup there on 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Milner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Ross. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Give to Pierce, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go. Milner. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Ross throwing on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ross. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 3rd down, Milner. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Milner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Milner down to the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, is going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ross. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this third quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's Ross to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Ross. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Ross. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw. Ross. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is indeed good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun. Ross looking middle, and that's complete. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. Milner. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Ross now looking to throw on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now Ross. Off play action. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Up the middle they go. Milner. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw is Ross on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. 1:54 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to to throw here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Saunders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.